said all praise to God for everything. I'm here with my brother Ed, aka Edward Scissorhand. How you feeling, my brother? How's everything going, man?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. So Ed, man, take us back to the beginning. Where you from, Ed?
Like beginning?
Yeah, beginning.
76?
Yeah, 76. Yeah,
Okay.
76.
Yeah, I was born right here in Washington, D.C., Washington Hospital Center. Mother took me right down the street, North Capitol Street, 1200, Tyler House, you know, the original building, and there's original construction, the social core of the neighborhood, you know, that's the essence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Before it was anything else, it was the essence.
Absolutely,
You know what I
original.
mean?
Yeah, original. Yeah, one of the originals. OG, for real. So let me ask you this, man. Like, you grew up in the house with both of your parents, your mom and your dad?
Grew up in the house with both parents. Both parents.
So talk about that. How was that experience growing up in the house with your mom and your dad? Because if you look at now, you don't really see that nowadays, man. How was that for you?
You know, to be honest with you, I ain't really know that it was abnormal until I started going outside. You know what I mean? Because all right, so growing up, my mom's her side of the family is a Southern based group, real Christian based.
Absolutely.
So marriage was a big thing in on my mom's side of the family.
Absolutely.
So I didn't really connect myself to my neighborhood. Father is feeling different about having mom and dad because I was so well connected to my family.
That's true.
So everybody in my family, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we're married women damn near with kids. Like out of 8 of my aunts, I think damn near 7 of them married. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's all you saw growing up.
So that's all I saw was family. Then once I started looking around, getting older, start realizing like, cause I had questions like, man, why my father always, you know what I'm saying, fixing this nigga bike for? Why my father always giving these kids water? Why my father always doing this for these kids? And like, this ain't your daddy. Where your daddy is? You know,
Facts.
Father, man. Go wrong.
Facts.
And I started realizing, oh, damn, they ain't got no father. My father was the guy that he was their go-to guy. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until I got a little older that I seen that I was a little more privileged as a kid in the community that I lived in.
Absolutely.
Solely because I had mom and dad. Like it wasn't like peachy.
Absolutely.
My father was just a regular old blue collar ass nigga. He was a chef.
You know what I'm saying?
He was a hard working man. Yeah. So my mother, she had her own little hustles, but it was more of a family struggle than it was a societal struggle. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
Like, yeah, it didn't, it wasn't something that I thought was obscure for a while until, like I said, I got older and I had to realize, oh, that's why my father do this. But also I seen the respect that my father got because of that. Like my father was like a lion walking through the jungle. Everybody, no bullshit.
Everybody stopped to praise the respect him. Yeah, what's going on?
Everybody knows my dad from my neighborhood. They can verify what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, man would get off the bus, walk through the playground. Motherfuckers out there throwing rocks, cussing, doing whatever. They
salute. Yeah, that's what they say.
Who the fuck is this nigga? Why the fuck is y'all praising this old nigga? Like, fuck this nigga. I wouldn't say that to him.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's how I was feeling, because he was just dad to me. You know what I mean? But so, it was an understanding I had to get.
So let me ask you this. I don't know if you remember, but you told me this. Your father passed away.
Yeah, my father died.
So go ahead. You said go ahead.
He died 2006.
2006. Let me ask you this. How did that affect you when your father died?
Oh, it hurt to kill. It crushed me. Crushed me. Like it crushed me because that was my guy. Absolutely. My father, listen, let me tell you some real shit. My father was 52 years my senior. I had an old dad. I had an old dad. I ain't had no young dad. I I had pops. You know what I'm saying? So like my father had me and my sister late. You know, but we were his last two children.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, you know, growing up, he like an old nigga to you. Then when I started realizing he was a wise man, I felt like, damn, I wanted more time with him. You know what I mean? So when I felt a little deprived, but then I was like, damn, you know, I got to live the life and walk the walk of a 50-year-old man, because I never saw him as a 80-year-old man.
Absolutely.
I only saw him as a 50-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how he aged. If you saw my father at 60, 70, 75, he was strong.
Yeah, still mobile, still moving around.
Mobile, yeah. So, you know, he didn't come off as a man that had aged all the way up into his 80s. He just looked to me as the same 50-year-old man he was when I came up.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: did it shape the dynamics of your family? Like, was it a struggle after your dad died? Like, how was it? You know, like, is your family close knit? As I'm trying to say, because sometimes, you know, when the dad is the head of the family, the rock of the family, doing everything, picking up the pieces, paying all the bills, and so when he leaves, sometimes, man, it can be super hard for moms. You know, like did that?
You know what, my mother. To be honest with you. My mother a gangster.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, talk to me about mom. Talk to me about mom.
Cold-blooded, cause like once my father died, yo, you know, she was hurt. She, you know, that was her dog. You know what I'm saying? Her best friend. But man, I seen something change in my mother to a point where she like, shit, I did what I had to do. Time to do me now. That's my life.
Absolutely.
I raised my kids. I was good to my old man. Absolutely. I helped him with everything he need. He gone now. I'm not.
Yeah.
So that right there made me have to look at his life and be like, damn, here it is. This woman been with this man for 40 years and got the resilience to say, all right, I'm gonna
keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. So that's amazing.
That shit was amazing to me. So amazing. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. And then I ain't had time to really, you know, grieve too long, because right after my father died, my son was on the way. So I ain't had time.
Coming. For sure.
I ain't had the time.
Absolutely.
I ain't get the time.
You get the time to
So I cried my cries, but I had to just, you know,
you had to suck it up and keep it rolling.
Yeah, because I'm going in to what would he do? What would he do?
For sure.
What would he do? And then all them talks and all the, you know, bouncing off the knees and all that shit came back to me. Like, oh yeah, that's what he would do. You know what I mean? So I just try to walk in the walk he said.
I like that. So you basically carried the slack for the family, or you just basically all the stuff he told you, all the wise words he gave you, you just used them like, you know what, I'm gonna just take what he gave me and just keep it going.
Yeah. Because you know what, to be honest with you, he wasn't
just
daddy, he was coach.
He was coach. Exactly.
Coach, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't just coach one position. You know what I mean? Like most men, they train the boys and then they forget all about the girls and they forget about the wives, you know what I mean? But he trained everybody. He put everybody in a position to be successful after his passing. You know what I mean? Like and it wasn't even necessarily money wise. He ain't leaving shit, but some bills. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna be real though.
Yeah, real shit. Like, but at the same time, he left us with that understanding of, you know, go out there and get it.
Absolutely.
Speak up for yourself.
Absolutely.
Advocate for yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Look him in the eyes, man. I don't give a fuck about what you look like.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, you know, he gave me that confidence to go in there and say, look, I want to apply for this, or I want to do this, or I want to go here, or I want that, or you know what I mean? And be able to speak dialectably to be able to articulate what I want.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Without you looking at me like I'm some type of goof or something.
And you know what's so crazy? I know tomorrow Mother's Day, but I'm gonna say this, man. We don't really put the emphasis on fathers, man, because it's so crazy. You know, moms, we love our moms. Don't get it twisted. Love moms to death. But like fathers are so important in a child's life. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
It's 100% important.
So even with that dynamic, right? I'm gonna say this. Mothers, to me, in my humblest opinion, mothers ought to be celebrated.
Absolutely. Always. But I'm
dads ought to be honored. Like the reason why Mother's Day should be bigger than Father's Day is because of the maternal aspect.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like these women, like my mother got a scar from here to here.
Right.
For having me and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
My old lady got a scar from here to here from having our 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
They wear them maternal scars as a reminder of all the things that they've been through, as far as having to carry the change in hormones, all that type of shit, the up and down. See, we will never experience that.
Sure,
and
sure.
Alhamdulillah, that we won't ever. Alhamdulillah. That's why I had the utmost respect for women, because I seen my son mother almost pass, dying in the midst of giving birth. I'm like, whoa, shit.
But I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna say this. It seems like, dads, they never get appreciated till they don't. I watched an interview with this guy. He was saying, man, a man only get appreciated, a father only appreciated till you dead.
It sucks, no.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like this. Of course, women, they carry a whole lot, But the thing is, I say this, fathers, man, it's so important. I'm telling you, if a lot of these children have fathers in the household, a lot of it. A woman can't raise a man. A woman can't do it by herself.
That's what I'm saying. So what you saying is from a parental standpoint.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And that's why I said I respect both sides.
Most definitely.
From a parental standpoint, us as men, that's what we have to do. It's our duty to do
most
that.
Definitely.
Because look what the woman had to go through to have these motherfuckers.
Most definitely.
Excuse my language.
Now we just being real. We just keep real.
Look what all the things that women have to go through to have these kids. At least as a man, we could do is rear them up. You know what I mean? Like, that's a heavy burden that she had to carry, literally, man. We ain't talking figuratively, you talking literally.
But let me say this, put yourself in your position. You know what I'm saying? You're a father, you doing everything. You won't want to be praised, you won't want to be honored, none of that stuff. Talk to me, being real, because, and that's the thing.
I'm gonna
say this. So we so quick, it's like people so quick to back, he's no good, he's no this, no, but
and that's
unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But when the father's being a father, doing everything, going to all the, you know what I'm saying?
But see, this is the thing. Alhamdulillah, all praises be. Like, if I'm reading and I'm doing what God told me to do, who cares about what earthly man say to me? It's what Allah blesses me with.
Absolutely.
And I feel you. If you speaking from an earthly perspective, everybody wants some recognition.
We all do.
Yeah, but my greatest recognitions come from above.
Absolutely.
So my kids thriving and respecting me is all the recognition I need.
Right on.
To be honest with you. Like, I don't champion. I don't really care too much about a Father's Day. I respect it. I love it. If I get a gift, cool. If I don't, I might have pitched the bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I pitched the bitch one time about a Father's Day gift because I felt like this the best y'all can give me.
But you just said it though. You just said it.
But
you just said it.
And I get it. And I pissed the bitch. But at the same time, did I feel good about pissing the bitch? No, I don't. I didn't feel good about it because for real, it's not even it to me. It was bigger than just the gift. I just thought it was a little thoughtless. I would have took no gift than just here, thanks nigga. You know what I mean? I would have took that. I'd take no gift. I'd take hugs and kisses. That's just me.
But you feel some type of way though, right?
About the gift.
But the thing is, it shouldn't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why.
But you see what I'm saying? You had to catch yourself.
That's why I had to catch myself. But
see what I'm saying?
The gift was just the fact that if we all giving good gifts in the house, you gonna give me a gift, give me a gift. That's all I was a little upset about.
But back to what you said.
But it didn't have to be for Father's Day.
Most definitely, it could have been any day, right?
It could have been any day.
But it could have been what you said. But like, fathers don't get appreciated as much because look at the gift that you gave.
I don't think it, but see, I wouldn't attribute it to being fathers don't get I didn't attribute to that that y'all didn't appreciate me for as a father. I didn't attribute that. I just think that y'all just ran out and got some goofy shit thinking, oh yeah, he'll like this. And I'm looking like, hell no.
Put no thought into it.
I thought it was the thoughtless of it.
But my thing is, see, your journey is this though. You put all the thought into it. This is my girl, this is my mom, this is my wife, whoever it is. You put all the thought into it. You give her a spectacular gift, and she get you a scarf or a tie for, you know what I'm saying?
And that's fine though. That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have took a scarf for a tie. I would just the gift they gave me. I looked at this shit like, come on, dog. Come on, son. Come on, son.
You were like, y'all know, come on, man.
Son.
Y'all know I'm going
what else come with this?
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
All right.
But it wasn't. I'm just being clear. It wasn't about being underappreciated for as a father, because as a father, my kids overwhelm me with how much they love and appreciate.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? They overwhelm me with. Yeah, they overwhelm me. I was just looking at the gift, like, for real. This shit. Okay.
But you had to complain about it though. See, you see what I'm saying?
I did complain.
But listen, but more of the story is, man. I say this, man. End of the day, if you're a father, you be an outstanding father. Don't worry about what they saying. Don't worry about. Don't worry about none of that stuff. But that's all I'm saying. But look, Ed, let's get into the meat and potato of these things. Ed, when did you pick up when was your first time picking up a pair of clips?
So I was 12.
12.
Father.
Yeah.
Pivotal
Pops. Yeah, see, Pops. Yeah, back to Pops again. Pops again.
He had, my father was balding.
Okay,
so, balding runs in our family. You can see
yeah, being real.
So he had the tallest seat joint,
Yeah.
George Jefferson joint.
I was about to say that, yeah.
He didn't want, back in the 80s, George was his man. That was black TV. You know what I'm saying? He had the bushy toilet bowl. My father ain't want that shit. He thought that was some bad shit. So
he said, go ahead and cut me off.
Down, fade the neck, all that type shit. So he was like, shit, I ain't paying. They went up on haircut prices. And, he was a man, on a budget. I know you paying all that for this little bit of hair to cut. I'll buy some clippers, let you cut it.
Most definitely.
He bought a pair of, black Austin's. Never forget my first pair of clippers, man. Man, that shit was the struggle for real. I had to unscrew the blade and push it up so it wouldn't be zero gap. Zero gap is when it cut off.
Okay, that's what that meant. Oh, yeah.
So I had to slide the blade up, and so it make it a one blade, so it can cut. Wouldn't cut as much hair off.
Most definitely.
So I got comfortable with cutting his hair, and then it was just rap.
Yeah, it was just over from there. You just became a natural. So no barber in school, no nothing.
Fucking niggas up left and right, yo. I'm talking about, man. Bang to the bush. No bush.
Hey, you gotta keep it real though, man. You keep it real because some people jump out there and say, man, I was like that. When I first put the pair of clippers, I was cutting people here. I was like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That was a natural.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
Just coming down the step. God rest my man. So dude named Joel. Right? I think it's about 88. I'm just learning. I'm like 12, right? So my man that was with me, he had been cutting for about 2-3 years, right? So Joel say, hey man, which one y'all be cutting here? So my man say, that's me. He said, yeah, man, I'm trying to get my hair cut. He said, you don't live, which floor you live on first? He said, I live on the second floor. He said, oh, because I heard, man, whoever that is on the first floor fucking niggas up, Joe. And I was standing behind him. I was the nigga on the first floor. I was like, damn, Joe. You know what I mean? And I wanted that because Slim was trying getting some money.
Yeah, so that was motivation.
That was motivation, though. That was definitely motivation. So for like, from 89 to 90, all I did was cut hair for free. I ain't make a dollar.
Basically practicing, getting better.
Yeah, that's it. Everything. That whole year was all trial and error. Trial and error.
So did you ever go to barbering school or anything?
No, I eventually went. I eventually went.
What made you go?
So we talking about junior high school.
Right.
At that time, it was like DC was a tough place to live at down there. Yeah. That's when we burned the cap, you know what I'm saying? So my ambitions was really to sell cocaine. I ain't
right. Man, listen, we already said this podcast is called The Real. This called The Real. We go,
Cause my father, he was an old school nigga.
Right.
He ain't believe in all that fashion shit. You know what I mean?
Like, you like that fashion growing up.
I'm
want to be fly. For the city, we want to be fly. We love that fashion. For sure.
This nigga was into cheap shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cheap shit. He was
Yeah.
He was a city nigga, but he was old. He was
old
from the country.
School.
Yeah, he was old
Yeah.
school. So he ain't believe in a lot of that shit. So shit, I was looking around like.
I can get out here and get it easy. You know what I'm saying? Give me some cheese. You know what I'm saying? Buy me some gifts, some shoes when I want. Yeah.
Yeah. And this dude, he was dating one of my cousins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him one time, oh, that shit, nigga, put me on. You know what I mean? He's like, shit, I got you. So, man, that next day, I was going to go up there and come knocking on my cousin's door. You know, I asked him, where he at? My aunt knew something was wrong. So he's like,
why are you looking for you?
Why you keep looking for him? And my daughter went down to the court building. He got locked up today. I was, damn. You know, that was like a blower because I was like, damn, that was going to be.
You was ready.
I was ready.
You was ready.
I was trying to get you started jacket.
I'm telling you, you doing numbers in the house. I could do this in this much time. I could do this much work.
I was trying to hustle to get my gear together. Starting off, I wanted a starter jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So the next week, my father was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you go get that jacket you want. And I looked out like, damn, I felt stupid.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I was about to really go risk my head to try to get a starter jacket. Real shit.
Instant gratification.
Real
want something quick.
Instant gratification.
That's all quick. Yeah.
So my man pulled me up and he was like, son, just focus on
cutting hair.
Put that other shit to the side. You'll get it.
Most definitely.
So that whole year, 89, from 89, so I swear to God, from 89 to 1990, I ain't make a red cent. I'm talking about, and my house stayed packed. Like all the kids, mothers that couldn't afford haircuts, man, they got a rack of kids in the neighborhood, man. Yeah, come on up here. Come on up. I got it. So it just became like practice. You know what I mean? And I had the heads to practice with. So you know,
getting your name out there too.
Yeah,
but your name catching the buzz.
Definitely. So that next year, motherfucking 1990, man, haircuts are now $3.
Yeah. And that was your hustle. You know what I'm saying?
That was my hustle.
Yeah, but your hustle,
so,
most definitely.
14, man, the same shit. I was willing to go sell a little bit of crack for. I was able to get legal. And I had to start thinking, man, you know, maybe I don't need this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Same niggas that was pulling out, you know,
bankrolls.
I was pulling out one too. Wasn't as fat, but you know what I'm saying?
It was one.
But the beauty in my bankroll was, ain't nobody trying to rob me.
And it was honest.
Them niggas coming for you, Slim. They trying to get that product above.
For sure.
The same niggas that's trying to rob you want a haircut. You know what I mean?
So you were
I mean, that's how like I was able to find my niche. You know what I mean? Cause everybody, like you said, everybody in the neighborhood that started getting money, I had a name out there. The ones that didn't want to pay, they stopped coming. And I was cool with that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey.
I was upset at first.
Of course.
I was like, damn, all this haircut and I gave y'all niggas for
y'all
free.
Can't pay $3?
Y'all can't pay $3.
Yeah, all this money y'all getting $3?
But it brought in a better clientele.
Most
because
definitely.
the little mothers upstairs that had 2-3 kids that couldn't afford to go up the street was bringing them down to me. So shit, yeah, I cut the baby hair for $3.
Most definitely.
Now the big boys starting to see they want to get in on the deal. They willing to pay $5. Motherfucking the older niggas that's scared to go up to the barbershop now because they running in that joint shooting that bitch up every chance they get. Like younger.
They
give you $10. I give you $10, you cut my hair. Bet. I went from $3 to $10 that fast. Damn.
$7 up. There you go.
Yeah. It was all about, you know what I'm saying? And then I had one dude, this who made me good, man. Shout out to my man Reds, man. My man Big Henry, man.
Shout out, man.
OG.
Shout out.
Man. He's my OG. I credit this nigga for everything. On everything I love, I credit him because he was an old getting money ass nigga. Getting money. You hear me?
He had that paper.
He had some skrill.
Yeah.
You know, especially for us, you know, when we judged everything or for how fat that knot was.
For sure.
My man always kept a fat knot.
Always.
Yeah.
No matter what time of day you saw him, he had it on.
Yeah,
for real, rubber band.
Yeah,
for real.
And he
real rubber band man.
He had that real wavy Indian type of hair. It's real 3C and shit. For all my barbers and cosmetologists.
They know what you're talking about.
They know that 3C type of hair.
Yeah.
Real wet, curly type of hair, right? He said, young, why don't you cut my hair? Can you cut this shit? I think so.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Sheldon. You fuck my head up, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Pressure on.
Pressure.
Pressure on.
I would take my time and go through my steps of graduation, just gradually finding the niche, learning his hair. You know what I mean? Like learning how his wave patterns went and, you know, which way the hair went. Taking my time, and the execution was flawless. It's like, God damn, I can cut this. That, you know, that did that. Boom, yeah.
Cut anybody
boom,
here.
Yeah, I can cut anybody here. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been the way I've approached the game from that time. So, and going into the barber school portion.
Yeah, talk about that.
You know, after high school, I graduated high school a little earlier than normal. I was 17 when I graduated because my mother put me in school early. I went to a private school, and you know, it was a little more advanced.
Absolutely.
Learning.
So you already knew the game. You already know a lot of stuff.
So I graduated like around 17. I thought I had sweet. Like shit, I'm chill for the whole year. My father was like, yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah. Not in this house. Yeah. You go and get your job. Yeah. Summertime. Yeah.
What's next? So, you know I didn't want to go directly to college.
Absolutely.
I wasn't feeling that shit.
Yeah, you that one for you from the gate. You already knew it.
Yeah, no, I was all city then.
Most definitely. You couldn't leave the city like hell nah. I go to school, I'm come right back. Yeah.
So instead of college, I just went enrolled myself in barbering.
Smart. That was smart.
Yeah. So by 17, summer 93, I graduated in June. Summer 93, I went and applied for Burdick. This was when DC had vocational programs.
Right.
So you had Burdick was the Roosevelt, that was like their career center. Chamberlain was the Eastern. Armstrong was the Dunbar. Phelps was to Spingarn, you know, both
right there, yeah.
I rolled in Burdick in 93. And
I was born. I was born, 93. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Great year. So
for sure.
I went and signed up for barbering school when I was 17. Just because I knew like I wanted to take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I wanted to take barbering serious. So yeah, that's what really propelled me then.
Let me ask you this though: was there ever times you felt like giving up on barbering?
Shit, every day.
Like, to this day now. Why? What is it?
I mean, it's a rewarding feel, but it's demanding. You know what I mean? A lot of wear and tear on your body. You know,
for sure.
It's a lot. You know, to be honest with you, barbering is the third profession that deals with the human mind and brain next to a neurologist and a psychologist.
For sure, most definitely, because you cutting hair all day.
I'm right here on your scalp all day long. So from a neurological standpoint, that vibration, that buzz that's on your head all day, that becomes stimulating to the nervous system. And also just the relaxed mode push you in a psychologist state.
Most definitely.
Because people don't mind sharing and talking.
I was just about to say that.
So a lot of shit motherfuckers share with you, it can be a little bit overwhelming.
For sure.
And you love it, I appreciate it, but sometimes it can be a little overwhelming because I constantly find myself, you know, in their dimension.
All the time, yeah.
All the time. It's not a bad thing, but it can be overwhelming.
Then you got your own problems, your own stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to work, you know, cut hair all day. Most definitely.
Shit, I got arthritis.
Yeah, you know what I'm
saying? You gotta fight through that shit. So every day I be like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
but I will say, that's from a physical standpoint and sometimes from a psychological standpoint. But far as The art of barbering?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I
Oh,
do
you
this
love
shit.
it?
I'm gonna
Okay.
do this shit till I die.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What do you enjoy the most about barbering?
The
Cutting
art,
hair.
the art,
The art of
the
the
art,
art of it.
the
Okay.
straight art.
This,
The
okay.
straight art. I
Can
love
anybody do it? Can anybody cut hair? Be real.
So this is a complex answer.
Yeah,
I'm
like, be
gonna give
real now. Be real
I'm
with
gonna give,
it. Be
yeah,
on the
no,
real.
I'm
Be on
about
the
to give,
real. Yeah.
I'm gonna give a complex answer.
Okay, too.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Anybody can do it,
Okay.
but the thing about it is, why you doing it is what's going to determine if you can do it.
Mm.
So yeah, I got into it one because like I said, I got into it because I was fascinated by the art.
Mm.
Like I used to go to the barber shop and watch the old guys, man. That shit just looked like magic.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did he do that?
Mm-hmm.
That was always my question. It wasn't about me watching and they money and shit like that. I didn't know how much a barber made.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did know is that this dude came in with all this hair and wanted this style, and this dude was able to put this man
Did everything he asked for.
So it was so fascinating. I was drawn in by the artistic side of barbering. That's why I look at barbering from an arts perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that could be my downfall, that I don't think is business minded about it. Which now, getting older, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much so more so in tune with the business aspect dynamic of it. I'm sorry, the business dynamic or the aspect more as I am the art side.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like a painter.
So now, with that being said, you talk about the good thing. What's something you don't like about barbering? That you have some people might, because some people, oh, I love it, this is my passion, I love everything. It's something, man. Be honest with your own passion.
I just told you that.
No, I told you. So you told you what it is, standing up all day,
all day. No, I told you that. I got that out of the way.
All right, cool. All right, cool. I just gotta make sure, because it's like at the end of the day, man. Like I said about our passion, we always saying everything we love about something. We gotta be real about everything.
So listen, I'm so enthralled into it that, like, I just study people's hair.
Most definitely.
Like your texture, your pattern, you know what I'm saying, how it's laid, you know what I'm saying. Are you staying hydrated? It's certain things I can tell by just looking at your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan. It's like all hair is canvases.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I see drawings and stuff. Like when I see barbers, when I see haircuts on other people, I look, damn, that's a nice hair.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Damn, that's a beautiful joint. God damn, kudos to your barber. You know what I mean? Or when I see shitty haircuts,
who did that? You should have came and see what Scissor had.
At least you ain't even gotta come see me.
I'm just gonna see a nice barber.
You can come ask me some questions. As I do. I ask other barbers questions.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because I don't think that I'm the best.
Most definitely.
I think I can hang with the best.
One of the best.
I can hang with the best. Okay. I don't know. I'll let the best tell me that or not. I mean, but if I can hang with y'all, that's good enough for me. And I definitely can hang. Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Yeah,
that's all that
definitely,
matters. So let me ask you ever cut any like celebrities here or some people in the like big time people?
A few. I cut 112 one time.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
Let me ask you this: was you nervous because it's a celebrity and all that? But you've been okay, cool. You've been doing it for so long. You like, man,
that shit.
I know you never. Okay.
I'll be, you know.
You
I'm
just
not gonna act like I'm not. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm happy to see I'm happy to see people successful, living out their dreams. You know what I mean? So. I don't never go in there like, yeah, nigga, I'm just like you. I don't never go in there like, yo, if I'm a fan of yours.
Yeah, for sure.
Dap up. So 112, they was cool. I did 112 Joe Buttons before he went bald head. I gave him a haircut. Yeah, shout out.
Hey,
shout out.
Yeah,
real shit.
Real
shit. And if they want to act like they forgot, I can break it down where we were. Stop it, man. Stop
you got pictures and stuff like that. Or you wasn't in that
I got a few. Like I cut an NBA basketball player. I forgot his name is Charles. My bad for forgetting your name.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
He wasn't one of those guys that they really celebrated.
Yeah,
he was just
on the team. Yeah, for sure.
I cut him and ran into Anthony Davis on the way. So My best client, I say, who I had to get, was Wale.
Wale, okay, yeah.
Wale, I go down to four. He called me down to Four Seasons. His man calls me.
Yeah, okay.
His bodyguard. Shout out to my man Big E from around Trinidad.
Yeah, shout out.
He, Big E the bodyguard on Instagram. My man calls me up and say, man, look, man, Wale need his haircut. So man, I get, I'm packing my bags and stuff. I got my son with me, like, come on, son, let's go meet Wale, you know what I'm saying? So we go down to the Four Seasons. The motherfucker's like, man, all he wants is goatee cut. I'm like, what?
You think you about to be doing a whole nice shape up all that? Yeah.
Raises and shit. All this nigga wanted this shit cleared.
Yeah, you could have did it so hard.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But the man come out, flip me a yard, flip me 100.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That was the easiest $100 I've ever made.
No sweat.
Like, all I had to do was just cut this shit off and go back. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, for me, was an eye-opener. Like, damn, if I can give you $100 for a goatee and you started off cutting for $3, you know what I mean? So
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like I said, it ain't nothing to brag about, but it just show you how I just was as impressed about how far I've come.
Your growth.
Yeah, my growth from going to not making $1 at all to getting $100 just to clean a man's goatee.
Yeah, that's it. Just something.
And I'm talking about 3 minutes worth of work. I made it 10 minutes just because I ain't feel like I didn't want to come in there and rip the man off.
For sure.
But you know what I'm saying? But for 10 minutes worth of work, $100.
Did that boost your prices up after you start cutting celebrities?
You know what?
Did your prices change?
You know what? For it didn't change the way it should change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to stay moderate and for the community, but the older I get, the less I'm inclined to, put that all day, all night in.
Most definitely.
Like, I was one of them dudes. I could get in the barbershop 5 in the morning.
I remember, man.
And being there till damn near 10 o'clock.
I remember, man.
Like real shit. Like I cut hair like I sold, like niggas sold drugs.
For sure.
So all I did was, to be honest with you, took that mentality that I had when I was 13 and put it into the barbering aspect.
Okay.
So the barbershop was my block.
Absolutely.
My cocaine was my
for sure.
So that's how I treated that.
So let me ask you this: how do you stay positive? You pretty positive brother, man. Every time I'm talking to you, you just always upbeat. No matter what you're going through, you may be down for a second, then you just, all right, I'm gonna figure this stuff out. I'm gonna get it together. Like, what you do to stay positive?
A lot of this shit I've seen before.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It ain't that I'm positive. I'm just calm.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So when you calm, you able to think some certain things through a little. You're able to be rational.
Most definitely.
So I don't know if, like, everybody call it positivity, and I respect it.
So what you call it?
Rationality.
Okay, I like that.
I like that.
Rationality. Okay, I like that.
Because I think it's real negative.
And the thing is, but that's just all of us, because sometimes,
and that's true.
That's all of us. So when you see somebody, that's the thing. When you're living with somebody, you just see them. When you get a haircut or you see them in passing, you might think they positive all the time, but they got their ways too now. You got the ways too now. I'm telling you.
I can say some visceral
but I'm telling you, like, I can't believe I just said it.
To a point where if I was the other person, I would want to knock me out too. You know what I mean? Like, for real. But I don't like being that guy, so I try to be as rational as possible for as much as possible.
Most definitely.
So that's it.
And I say this though, man, because when you positive all the time, a lot of people call me positive. You always so happy and whatnot. But I say this, I ain't happy all the time, man. Like, I'm not happy because I go through stuff just like everybody else. And like you said, I rationalize, I just think about things. I'm like, yo, man, this could happen. If I do this. Sometimes you gotta relax yourself before you jump out there.
I ain't never happy.
Yeah, never.
I'm always glad.
Okay.
I'm always glad.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm always glad.
Hey.
Listen, the realest words I ever heard on a rap song was from my man KRS-One.
What did he say?
He said, "I'm glad, not sad, and I don't never get mad. I get even." You know what I mean? So
let me ask you this: what brings you inspiration every day?
Every day? Oh shit! Just waking up. That's my inspiration.
That's a win. Just put your 2 feet on the ground. That's a win.
Just being able to use my limbs.
Most definitely.
Get up, stretch. You know what I'm saying? not being able to do. I've
Mm-hmm.
been in that situation
Mm-hmm.
too. You know, I had a ton of leg surgeries.
Mm.
So that can't do shit for yourself, that
Mm-hmm.
shit will humble you to a
I'm
point.
no count. Yeah. So let me ask you
So
this.
being able to just do for myself is what keeps me.
So how important is health, like especially as a man? Because women, they go to the doctor all the time. As men, we go to the doctor, they say when you get burnt or something like that, it's something real. But how important is health as a black man or as a man?
Very should be number one.
Number one, okay.
Should be number one. Number one. I try to go to doctor more regularly than most.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad showed me that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of having an older man as a father, because now them life lessons that he was telling me was starting to really manifest.
Mm-hmm.
You worry more about this than you worry about what's underneath it. So that's what that whole concept came. So, but yeah, about 13, 14, 15, I was a little more wiser beyond my years because I had that understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your health is what you need to take care of. You know what I mean?
So your health is wealth. They say that.
So like, even at like, I made a conscious decision at 18. Look, I don't want no more pork.
None of that stuff.
No more pork, no more red meat. Start back eating because the shit started tasting good.
Of course.
Not pork.
Yeah, I haven't ate pork.
I haven't ate pork since 1994.
Mm-hmm.
But I went back to eating red meat like in like 98. And from 98 to 2002, I was all in. And that shit was tearing me apart. So I made a conscious decision after 2002 not to eat, refrain from red meat. But I got that from my father, because my father would always constantly tell us, listen to your body.
Most definitely.
Listen to your body. So yeah, definitely.
So
I prioritize health.
Pops is real, man.
No,
Pops
was real dude.
Pops was real, man. Pops is outstanding, man.
Yeah,
shout out to your pops, man.
Solid dude, man.
For sure.
Solid dude.
And let me talk about this though, Ed. If people don't know, one thing about Ed loved the music, man. He loved that music. He could, man, from every genre, punk, rock, everything. So Ed, I know you used to do music, right? Like, what motivated you to do music? Like, was it something that your mom and your dad played around the house? How was that?
Mother and father. So mother, fathers, and my brothers. So first of all, my father used to play harmonica.
Okay.
He bought me and my little sister an organ. He had bought my brother some bass guitars, but them jerk-offs broke the shit all up. For sure. He ain't never go back and buy them new joints because they was expensive. Instruments ain't no cheap shit.
Most definitely.
He bought us an organ and shit. We used to play. Me and my sister used to play the organ, learn how to play the funeral song and all that shit.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Then, like, we always played records.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mother and father kept a record player, and my father had tons of albums, tons and tons of albums that I would just sit there and just listen to, just to hear that crackles. It was a certain nostalgia about just listening to that music, hearing that crackle in that album, you know what I'm saying? And then that song come in, and then like, it's kind of like Philharmonic type of vibe, you know what I mean? Because you hear every sound, every riff, everything. So it was kind of like just that nostalgia of just understanding the music.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? What's keeping the music together, the rhythm section and stuff like that.
Most definitely.
It just kept me intrigued, you know what I mean?
And I know you did music. How long did you do? Do you still do it like currently?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. So, like, by third, fourth grade, Catholic school, vocabulary was big.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they had vocabulary.
Most definitely.
So we started rapping. We had a little rap group called Rap Attack.
Yeah, okay.
We used to put all our vocabulary words in there, you know what I'm saying? Banging on the tables and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I was the fat kid, so I had to be the human beatbox. Fat boys. But it was cool, It was cool.
Most definitely.
It was cool. I
had to play your role.
I know I wasn't the skinny kid, so I had to be the fat kid.
And you had to put in something.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just making beats with my mouth and rapping and shit and pop locking. I was just real caught up in hip hop culture.
Absolutely.
So I say started from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was writing little raps and stuff like that, and then probably like about 87, true story, 88, Bama shit. But
I wasn't even around there. I wasn't even
back in. I ain't gonna say Bama shit.
Yeah,
but
no, man, just be man. Listen,
it's
come on,
kid
man.
shit.
Yeah. I understand.
You know, you call in the radio, yo, my name Easy Eddie, this and that. You know, I'm 12. They kick around. I want to kick a rap, so I rapped on the radio. Everybody, whoa, this nigga sound like he about 20 years old. You know what I mean?
So he flowing. He know what he talking about.
Yeah, I know what he flowing. Yeah, because I grew up listening to like real rappers.
Most
you know what I'm saying?
Most
Dudes
definitely.
that was really talking about something. One of the first records, Grandmaster Flash, The Message. So us going to a private school with all this vocabulary and can able to comprehend, that's how
you was advanced.
I was advanced a little bit. So
Most definitely.
You know, I started calling up the radio and rapping on the radio. Next thing you know, they got Battle of the Rap Stars, where you know they put in rappers versus rappers. So, like, I'm on there rapping against grown ass men.
I'm telling you.
But that was fun.
Was you losing? Was you winning? Like, how was it?
So this happened. This is how I got called out though. I got called out because my man Michael J. Shout out to my man Mike Johnson.
Shout out.
He went by the King Coca-Cola man. This was on WOL. This is Kathy Hughes.
80s right here, yeah.
This is Kathy Hughes radio station that was on 4th and H. Before she got big and went to Radio 1. All this shit can be verified now. You know, I ain't saying nothing that can't be verified. Okay. So they used to have the hip hop hip hop and go-go segment from like 7 to 11. Dude named JJ Starr and Conan. Conan went to Baltimore radio now. Right now, he a legend in Baltimore. They would have Battle of the Rap Stars. So my man Mike J, he wasn't really a rapper, but he liked rap. So I used to ghostwrite for it, right? So they was like, hold up. This nigga ain't this good, man. Hold up. So somebody told him that I was behind the pen. So they called
put you out there,
They called me out, man. So they started dissing me on the radio and shit, man. Calling me fat, black, and greasy. I was like, oh, man.
You like, oh, man.
So, look, man. I was like, damn, what the hell? Somebody told him I had an S-curl, you know what I'm saying? Because I had the little S-curl haircut shit. Yeah, back in the day shit.
That was the style back then. Yeah, for sure.
So, we had to go to Anacostia Park, though. I'll never forget this shit, man. And I had just had surgery on my leg, but that shit never stopped me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I used to get around town on crutches in the cast. I never let that shit stop me from nothing, right? So the radio station has a cookout down at Anacostia Park, right? So I gotta go down here and battle these niggas because they called me out. When I get down here, these niggas like 17, 18, 19. I ain't number 13. I'm big for my age.
Yeah, for sure. But you young, yeah.
So the first nigga, you know, all right, let's get it. So the first nigga come, man, shit on that nigga. The second nigga come, I shit on that nigga.
All right, cool.
The third nigga come, man, that's like, what y'all trying to jump me, man? All right, man, y'all win, man. Y'all win.
For sure.
So this dude that was there, he heard me. And he was like, young kid, come here, man. Because I felt defeated. Like, man, it took 3 of y'all. Y'all ganged up on me.
I'm 13 years old.
Yeah, y'all ganged up on me, man. Yeah, I'm 13, man.
That mean you was nice. That mean you was
flowing. I was
nice.
I was
you was flowing, yeah.
So the dude came over to me and he was like, man, look, man, I heard you, Slim. You nice, Slim. You know, gave me a little pep talk.
Most definitely.
And I was like, cool. So he introduced me to the homie, Shorty Mo. Gave me the dude number. And my man Mo was like, this nigga was like a musical paradox. Like this, like I called him, talked to him. This nigga knew everything about music, from drum beats, who made this, who was the bass player. He knew everything it was to know about music. And I idolized this cat. Like, oh my God. Like I had never heard a dude that broke music down so profoundly. And understood everything about not just hip hop, but he knew how to make hip hop from other genres. He knew how to take classical sounds and make it a hip hop record. He knew how to take funk, whatever you wanted,
all that
like
stuff,
whatever you wanted,
combine it together.
Yeah, this dude had like every record ever made in this room. He was a DJ. He had 2 turntables, mixer, all that type of stuff. So he told us to come out there to his house, man. Met his moms. His moms was cool. He was a little older than us. And it was on from there.
So let me ask you this: what was your favorite era of music? What's your favorite era of music? What, like, you know, cause I know you sometimes. You always, I ain't got no era of music. I love all the eras. Nah, you got to pick one only, bro.
Listen,
you only got to pick one only, man. One only. And why?
I know what era I'm gonna say.
All right.
To be honest with you, totally honest, I like 70s. And not just because it was all about that drummer. That drummer. Everybody had a solid drummer all the way across the board.
Right.
Whether it was gospel, funk, R&B, or rock and roll. Right. You had to get a drummer, son. No bullshit. Like drumming got more sophisticated, because if you listen to like 50s and 60s music, the drum sets weren't as enhanced as they were in the 70s. Like, they started throwing on more to the set. So the drummer had more. So the drum is what drives the music. You know what I mean? So 70s music, 70s music. I can listen to classic R&B from like Al Green all the way over to classic rock like the Rolling Stones and the Doors and the Eagles and stuff like that.
So I'm gonna say that you said you like the 70s. So we're gonna do a little segment right here. Listen, Ed. So we're gonna do Temptations. And what's the group that Smokey Robert was in? It was the Temptations.
Temptations and the Miracles.
The Miracles. So what was your favorite group?
That was cool.
No, I'm gonna say this. Who you picking number one? Temptations or the Miracles? Which one you rolling with?
I'm gonna say this. Like, they were like bubblegum groups to me. So in a sense, okay. Like later on, they started to get, like in the 70s, their sounds changed. You know what I mean? Like they got more like socially conscious and stuff like that. Absolutely. The whole sound changed. You know, they was more into their being funky. But I was more fucking with that southern South. That Otis Redding, that Aretha Franklin, that Sam and Dave, that sax records.
And Sam Cooke and stuff like that.
Sam Cooke was more. Sam Cooke didn't even make it to the 70s.
He didn't make it to the 70s. Yeah, he did. He got killed at a hotel or something like that.
Like the mid.
Yeah. He got what's that song? What's that famous song he got?
It's Change Gonna Come.
Yeah, Change Gonna Come.
He was gospel turned secular.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I'm saying, as far as that 70s.
Little tenderness.
That 70s soul that came out the South. Like Detroit Motown was kind of like the pop label. They made great music. Don't ever make it sound like I'm being disrespectful.
We had other labels out there that were doing it just like Motown.
That's exactly.
And you know what's so crazy nowadays too, man? A lot of people feel like the North started, but you gotta think the South been killing the game. If you want it, the South been doing it forever, because the South got that music just touch your soul,
because the South, the struggle is, both. No matter where you at, it's a struggle.
For sure.
But like a lot of that Southern was just so raw. It was real. Just like this conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
It was real. Like, you look at guys like my man Rufus Thomas, right? He had a song "Do the Funky Chicken." Right. That's what I'm saying. For all the old heads that's watching, they know Rufus Thomas. Like, we talking real old heads can know who I'm talking about. Father Carla Thomas. He would come on stage in some old motherfucking lime green suit with his chest hair out. You know, he wasn't groomed like the Motown guys. The Motown guys, they had choreographers, they had stylists, they had drivers. They had everything was catered to them to be phenomenal acts. These dudes down here didn't have that. They would go in the closet and throw on whatever they could afford,
sure. Most definitely.
but get on stage and rock out. So it was a little more raw and authentic.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Not taking nothing away from these guys. These dudes, these guys, what you call systematically structured artists.
Okay.
You know, they follow the guidelines of music writing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But these guys over here, they just came a little bit more with that raw. Isaac Hayes. Isaac get on the record and talk for about 20 minutes. He ain't even say shit.
He just up there,
I called you last night. You ain't answer your phone. So I was just listening to your voicemail, and I was just thinking, he'll talk 20 minutes before he even get to singing one note. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna say this, man. I like your opinion about the 70s, but the 90s, man. It's nothing like that 90s era, man.
Because
that G-Funk, man.
That's what you understand.
Most definitely.
But understand this about the 90s. This is why I'm not disagreeing with you. But understand this. The 90s sampled the 70s.
True. Now we doing that now. You can think we're doing it now. They sample every song. They always doing it.
It goes in 20s. It
Most
goes
definitely.
in 20s. So in the 80s, they were sampling more 60s. You know what I mean? A lot of 60s samples. In the 90s, they start sampling more 70s samples. In the 2000s, they were sampling from the 80s. So it makes sense that it's 2022 and they sampling from 2002 and in late 90s. That's how the wave is. So when I heard 90s music, no doubt, you're right. It's nothing like 90s music,
like 90s.
But 90s music was a recreation of 70s music. Prime example, R. Kelly remade Sadie on one of his albums. That was a testament to the Spinners who made Sadie in the 70s. You feel what I'm saying? Drew Hill in the 90s remade The Love We Had, which was a throwback to the Dells, The Love We Had from the 70s. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of 70s.
You know that music, man. I thought I knew music. He know that music, man.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, same thing. You can go through all Jay-Z tracks on Reasonable Doubts, and I can tell you exactly who he got it from. Politics as Usual was Hurry Up This Way Again by
Anyway, you can look it up. You can look it up.
Hurry Up This Way Again. It's gonna come to me later on. That's why I say so. I understand why the 90s was such a great era of music, because the 90s reinvented the 70s. You know what I mean? Look at a lot of 90s videos and how they do their imitations of being in the 70s, because that's what they wanted to bring back, some of that 70s feel. So in music, it's a good thing, but then you got to be careful with what you reinvent.
Okay.
You know, man.
With that being said, so what's your opinion about today's music? This current music that we listening to now?
It's thrash.
Okay.
Thrash.
So why is it trash? Why is it trash? What is it, man? So matter of fact, is it one person that stand out to you? One new artist that stand out to you, like, oh yeah, this artist something.
That he's something?
Yeah, he's something.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of artists like that. The thing about me in music is I love to see it get younger. I love to see it progress. I'm not one of those guys that's stuck in the 90s. I like to see new artists emerge. What I'm seeing now is that we don't have purists anymore. Everything is like just add water. Just
that's it. That's it. Ain't nobody writing no more. None of that stuff.
The bras that the women in music don't even have to be able to sing. They just gotta look good.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like the new Motown, where everything's just, put together for you. All you got to do is go out there and perform.
That's it. Go on the
booth. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not gonna say that today's music is trash, because that's a slap in the face to all the artists that's out here that's really making good music.
And look at this. I can be like that about the 70 year old. This music some trash. This 70 music some trash.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
But so with that being said, with a respectable opinion, Now I want to know why it's trash, because I can explain why.
No, I'm not saying it's trash.
No,
saying,
but for
I'm,
somebody,
listen. I'm just saying for somebody like, man, it's selling music.
Yeah, and that's
like
my
you,
point.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. A lot of these kids wasn't around during the 70s.
No, and I'm
you
not
got to just be a music connoisseur. Like me, I love music.
And you don't fault them for not being born at that time.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, what makes the music trash is the effort that's being put into the music.
Yeah.
This music nowadays don't have any bass lines anymore.
No, none.
It's just full of, the drums are the same drum patterns that every song has. And then if you listen to some rappers, they don't even know how to rap on beat.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
they don't know how to get in the booth.
They let anybody make it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's a measure. That's a count measure.
Yeah, okay.
So you got kids that can't even go in there and count on and jump in on time. So that's what makes the music trash. And the trashier the music, the more publicized it gets.
Most def.
You know what I'm saying?
Most
So
def.
it's not me knocking the music because it comes from young people. It's me knocking the music because it's not thoughtfully put together.
They don't really
like bars. I'm a music constructor. I like music construction.
Yeah.
I don't care about
this goes right here. This does this.
Where the snares, where the hi-hats, where the bass line, where the chords, where the this, where the melodies,
all that stuff.
Where the melodies at.
Yeah,
it ain't even no melodies.
There's nothing out there no more.
And if the melody is repetitive from the last 10 songs,
most definitely.
So it's like it's to me on a deeper level. It's like a certain program,
most definitely,
keeping our younger generation on a certain frequency where I can control you better. So if I keep you on a frequency of right here, every song got the same bass line, same bass pattern, I can throw in the same message and all have you thinking right here.
Right there.
Kill, murder, murder, kill,
yeah.
murder, fuck a bitch, fuck a bitch. Sure. Shaka car, still a car. Keeps you right here. Now I can say the same now on a different frequency where if I got a song that's at 120 BPMs, fucker, killer. Even though the message is fucked up, the beat got you all up here, got you moving. Or I can drop you here and be like, love, and I got you feeling mellow. But if I your frequencies vary from murder to love, but you at the same time you're not being programmed. It's hard to program you because you're going off of what the beats per minute is telling.
So national society, is it worse now or was it worse back then? Because you could, just like you said, back in the 80s, man, DC was the murder capital. But if you look at it now, it's the same. See, that's the thing about the hood across America. We might not be from the same place, but we go through the same struggles in the hood. You grew up in the hood, you go through the same struggles.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
To be on a deeper level, like I really don't like making that comparison because a lot of people, this is the thing, a lot of people will always say shit like, man, you know, these kids ain't like we was. Yes, they were. Yes, they are. But they learned this shit.
Most definitely.
So I will only thing I'll say that separate us now from them is rhythmatically, these kids are worse off than we are. Like they don't have no rhythm. And rhythm is the most important thing that any human being can have. It dictates everything from the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you move. Like everything is calculated off of rhythm, meaning your algorithms. So even in like sports, you got to have a certain rhythm to play. That's why blacks dominate in certain fields of sports because we're rhythmatically inclined. You know what I'm saying? So if you strip kids of rhythm, what else do they have?
Most definitely.
They can't fight properly. They can't fight coordinatedly. They don't even know how to shoot coordinated.
For sure. That's what I hear. There are a lot of motherfuckers.
Like if you know how to shoot with I'm not condoning shooting. But I'm just saying, if you got rhythm and you know that the gun gonna give you this, you know I'm gonna shoot with a certain rhythm. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to I don't got no rhythm or no. I'm just the gun. Just
for sure.
The gun doing all the work. So this is how you got innocent victims here. You see what I'm saying? So you strip a generation of rhythm, rhythm and coordination, and then you psychologically mind fuck them with all the bullshit. It leads to destruction, a destructive mindset. So
Yeah, man, because it's always something like you just said, man. Y'all generation way worse than mine. It's like, so back then, was it more structured? Would you say?
I say rhythmatically we were.
Yeah, okay.
But every man born on earth born with the same 7 deadly sins.
Most definitely.
All of them. Hate, envy, greed, lust, all that type of shit. They commercialize these conflicts that go on in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because being ghetto is what sells everything.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody take time to understand what's causing these shootings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody jealous, somebody envious of somebody lusting somebody's girl, somebody was a gluttonous and took more than what they were supposed to take, or somebody was lazy and was sloth-like and didn't do enough of what they were supposed to do. All of us born with the same seven deadlies. So ask the question of what the conflict is coming from, and I promise you'll be able to point out one of those key factors.
Most definitely.
So I don't go back. I believe the same. I believe this shit was like this during the Bible time. I believe for real. I think the streets was fucked up when Jesus was walking.
It's always a method.
Shit, his man snitched on him.
That's exactly. But that's the thing about the streets. There's no structure or no laws in the streets. So when I hear people, oh man, he a snitch. What you think? It's designed for you to fail in the streets. It's designed for you to fail in the streets, man. You know, ain't no more loyalty. Back in the days, never was loyalty. Never loyalty.
It was. Don't keep letting that shit get because. For every great dynasty, somebody took it down.
And what you think was the cause of that? Because somebody thought they was better than the next person, being greedy. Okay.
Envy.
Most definitely.
I mean, which one you want to pick out?
But that's the thing, though, man. Why can't people just play their role? Everybody can't be a boss. Like, what's wrong with helping the boss you still eat? I think people want that spotlight. See, that's the thing now. People want fame more than money. They want fame more than money. They want what comes with the money. They don't want all of just the money out the way.
Ain't that so getting biblical? Which ain't that why Cain killed his brother?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, Cain and Abel. But my thing is, the thing is, it don't have to be like that. If everybody just knew their role, but somebody want to overstep their boundaries.
Ain't that the reason why Cain?
Yeah, the 7 deadly sins, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In order to understand what's going on, you got to understand the hearts of men.
The hearts of men, like Pac say.
Yeah.
The hearts of men.
The hearts of men. Yeah. That was real shit. Hearts of men. Yeah, I understand the hearts of men.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit has been indoctrinated in human societies for centuries. It's just our turn to understand it. Why you think it's been so many great wars? You think China, you think Russia and Ukraine beefing over some major shit?
No, never that serious. Yeah. But it don't never be that serious. If you go to the root problem, I think that's serious.
It's a whole knockdown, drag out war going on. So shit that these two men could have probably sat down and like, look, man. Look.
I was just about to get to that question. I'm about to get to that.
It's the same shit in the streets. If two men that run countries can't sit down and hash it out, the fuck you think the streets gonna be?
But why can't people just? Is it pride?
Definitely, that's one of the sevens.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
that's one of the sevens.
But look,
that's one of the sevens.
But it's like just like we talking right now, it don't take nothing for you just to talk to a person. When you kill a damn near all their family members, all their brothers, all their cousins, they kill you, go to jail for the rest of your life. Then you want to wake up and like, damn, I did 20 years. Now I get it now. You know, I should have just talked to them.
Yeah, because you fell victim to one of your sevens.
But the thing is, I understand that, but my thing, it has to be a cure somewhere. We always say they will never get better, they will never do this. But my thing is, it's just like when people jump in the streets though, it's all about some money. They just want some money. They want the things that come with the money. They want the
lust.
Lust. Okay, I get the 7 deadly sins. But my thing is, I'm more about how can we solve the problem? Because nobody want to talk. They just gonna shoot it out. Ain't no more talking nowadays. Then when they go do 100 years in jail, they don't know what really happened to them. So when they get that 100 years, they can't really fight it.
And you know what? To be honest with you, and I hate, and I'm not trying to sound pessimistic, but I don't know if it's necessarily a solution. I think we just got to play our part. Like play our part. My father played his part.
Most definitely.
I play my part. You play your part.
Most definitely.
Like, of course,
we always
would let clap our hands and make things better. You know, it sound good.
Most definitely.
It sound good.
Most definitely.
Shit sound good.
Most definitely.
It sound great. But if you look back in history, and that's why I like 70s music, because if you listen to 70s music, they was singing about the same struggles we sing about right now.
For sure. That's a
How
fact.
does Marvin Gaye, that's why I go back to the 70s, Inner City Blues. How does Marvin Gaye talk about trigger happy policemen in the 70s? Talking about crime is increasing. So when was it back in the days where it wasn't where it was better than what it is now? That's what I'm trying to say.
For sure.
That's why I listen to them 70s, because them 70s keep me focused on, okay, y'all knew this shit. So I'm listening to the OGs tell me about how it was then, and I'm looking at now and like, okay, they hipping me. They hipping me. And these the same people that made it out of this so they can sing. And so we as people got to figure out, what do we want? We got to want more. We got to want more. We got to want more. But it got to be more than to just wanting to be in the streets. That's all you want?
That's all you. But the thing is, sometimes all people know. And my thing is, we can keep talking about, marching and protesting. See, and that's another thing. Man, I'm telling you, because it's not going to solve anything. We've been doing that for the past 100 years. But I'm going to say this, though, that's just like a police, a white police officer killed one of us black people, right? But we don't do the same marching and protesting when we kill each other. We don't do that. We don't do that.
So you right. I say we are passive aggressive at the wrong damn time.
All the time.
We're passive at the wrong times. We're passive when we should be aggressive.
Yep.
And we're aggressive when we should be passive. We backwards. So when it come down to us doing us, it's been so normalized that we all, man, you know what it is, this and that. That's the moment when you should be aggressive. Now, we ain't gonna keep going through this shit. We get passive, but the moment they do something to us, we extra aggressive. We want to tear up shit, burn down our city, fuck up everything. When we should be more passive, and not passive in the sense of letting it slide, but be more passive in pushing more legislation.
Most definitely.
We're gonna be more passive. We're gonna be passive, and instead of us screaming and crying at y'all, we're gonna start spending money with y'all.
And that's it. But the thing is, we ain't gonna do that, because the thing is,
we know that. We know that.
And so that's my main thing. We keep burning that stuff down.
That's why I said we're passive aggressive at the wrong damn time.
We burn their stuff down.
I went to a candlelight vigil one time. I went to a candlelight vigil one time. No name said, but you know, they was out there, man. Somebody got brutally murdered, and they was out there, man. You know, we gonna party for, you know, man, she won us this, that. And I'm like, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
This is when we should be aggressively going through, knocking on doors. This young lady was murdered. Yeah, placing flyers, walking through these communities, knocking on doors. Nah, have you seen, do you know? Because it ain't a thing of me and you beefing and I take care of you and don't nobody say nothing. We talking about reckless abandonment when people's just letting them go and hitting kids, man, 8 months old, 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and the community protects this. That's not culture. That's not Gucci.
For sure.
That's not proper.
For sure.
That's not proper.
For sure.
They don't have no regards.
For sure. They kill anybody.
Yeah. They don't have no regards. They want to score points.
Yeah, and that's all it's about. See, that's my
they want to score points.
That's my point, though.
I got your point.
But that's my point is this. It's like when we kill each other, what we gonna ride on these? We gonna kill them. Police kill us. Oh my God, we gonna keep burning. We burn their stores down when they got insurance on their stores, and we still gonna shop again. And we gonna go shopping.
And they make more money off us.
There you go. We're gonna keep on shopping because what we want to do, we want to put a Gucci fit on and get on Instagram and get 1 million likes and comments. But we living with our parents, we living with this, we sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Our priorities all messed up. And then so to the point we care about stuff that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take you 40, 50 years old to get it when you can get it now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say all that preaching and stuff, put that stuff out the window. The best thing you can do is be a model. And then people gotta want to follow you. They gotta want to follow you.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't even know. Me personally, I feel that, but I don't even. when it comes down to being a model, like whether you admire me or not, that's on you.
Yeah.
I mean, I might not be the guy that
Yeah.
every shit. You might see me, kid might see me rolling the J and be like, oh man, this nigga dope. This nigga smoke weed. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Yeah. But at the same time,
it's the real.
What I'm saying at the same time is teach your kids about economics. That's the part. Them the things that we heard in. You know what I'm saying? Understanding how money works. We not teaching that. We got to start moving forward progressively because it's a growing economy globally. You know what I mean? Like so our kids today can't compete in this market.
Not at all.
So they don't fit in. So this is why the things that they're randomly killing each other for that seem so purposeful to them is really minuscule on a level, because look, we need y'all to do this. Get y'all out of here because y'all in the way. They feel like you in the way, and they make money off of you.
For sure.
And for all our destruction, they make money off of us.
For sure. So they want to keep on, let it self-destruct, keep self-destruct.
So back to the music, they'll watch the youngers in the streets be so self-destructive, but they'll get a little rapper from the suburbs to build him up and make him seem like he come from that. But the whole time, he just watching footage and writing about it because he's a creative thinker.
That's it.
They making money off of you, shawty, selling this nonsense that you doing from a guy that's never done it. Keep that cycle going. I need this. I need that. We need y'all to keep doing this because y'all healthy, strong young men. You know, we'll take out the organs that we need and throw the rest of it away.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a culture that's just constantly being perpetuated. Don't nothing change. It might look because now you got a camera everywhere, but don't nothing change. Don't nothing change. You know what I'm saying? It's always been Gotham City.
Just different players.
Just different players. That's it. That's it. You take one person out, you ain't put another. You know what I mean?
So with all that being said, though, Ed, if you can go back and talk to your 13-year-old self, what would you tell that person? What would you tell young Edward? What would you tell her?
I probably man sit there and I wouldn't tell him shit. I just want to hear where he's coming from. Real shit. I would be. I'm curious to really sit down and just listen to myself, not talk to him. I like listening to the kids more than I like talking to them, because they don't hear you anyway. You know what I mean? They don't hear you. They don't hear shit. They don't hear you. So that's the listening to them, and the more you can keep them talking to you, the more they start realizing they hear themselves. You know what I mean? Because a lot of time, motherfuckers always talking to them, and I fall victim of it too. Because you know, I love kids and you want to save them. But I think what I've learned, and I learned this in recent years in being a school teacher, to listen. What's on your mind, y'all? What's on your mind? You know, they come to school mad as a motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Can I be Mr. Bitch ass nigga? You know what I mean? Who did it, man? Who did it? Because I ain't do it. I ain't do it. Sure. So now it's, they want to sit down and they want to tell me. But I learned this shit from my father.
Most definitely.
That's why he was able to be a lion walking in the jungle and motherfucker.
I respect him, yeah.
Because when somebody had a problem, my father would sit there and listen to him. And let them sort out the problem. You hear yourself? Did you hear what you just said? And they think, damn, you right, Mr. North. Yeah. All right, thank you, Mr. North. You know what I'm saying? That's how they treat. So I learned that method from my pops, that listen to the youngest first. Listen to them. Hear what they talking about. You know, my father would let me talk all day, man. Then I realized I'm talking stupid as shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. All right,
most definitely.
You right.
And that's a good thing that you just said, man. Because sometimes we just listen to respond. We're not really listening. we listen just to give you an answer.
Mm-hmm.
And then half the time our answer be so stupid, like, damn, you didn't even let the man finish everything he's saying. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like we listen to respond, we listen to have a quick response, but the whole time we missing a whole lot of key things that person is saying because we so eager to get our point across, you know? So like you just said, like Pops told you, man, shout out to your Pops again, man.
Yeah,
really real stand-up dude. You know, so
shit.
And so listen, Ed, before we get up out of here, man, I want you to leave a message to the youth, like just message to anybody. What you want to tell them, man? Like something that just keep them going, something that just like, yo, man, listen, man, some just positive words, man, because that's just like that's end this on a positive note, man. This has been a great interview, man. Hell of an interview, man. Talk to him, man. Some positive words.
Relax. Relax. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Relax.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Relax.
I love that. Hey,
you gotta relax.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can sit here all day long with, man, this and that, that, and this and that. But if you ain't relaxed, all that shit don't matter. You gotta relax. That's the first thing I advise anybody, man. Man, you relax. Okay. You gotta relax.
So look, man, look.
Shout out to Nori, man.
Shout out.
Drink champs, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Relax.
Yeah, you gotta relax.
You gotta relax.
But yeah, man. But look,
relax.
There you have it, man. You know, episode 2 of The Real featuring my brother, Ed, aka Edward Scissorhand. I appreciate you, brother, 100%, man. You gotta keep going and doing what you gotta do. And one more thing, relax. That's all you gotta do is relax.
You gotta relax.
Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get it.